Good morning and welcome back to episode number 26 of the First Off the Tee podcast. We missed a couple weeks.
We're
gonna get into it.
Right back at it.
I want to do a little refresher for the new fans who don't know all the quirks about the show.
Okay.
It's 5:30 in the morning.
Yep.
We do this early morning. That's why we're first off the tee. We're the first ones to get out. 5:30 in the morning. Thursdays right now during the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, when the PGA is hot, we do Mondays and Thursdays to recap and look forward to the tournaments. The podcast is brought to you by Advent Golf. Use code ROBEVG10 for 10% off. Their entire website details are in the video description. And I'm ready for some coffee. I've been told that the coffee aspect of the show is more significant than I think.
Wow.
It's a significant part of the show.
Of our particular show?
Yeah,
or
the fans like the coffee aspect of First Off the Tee.
Nice.
So let's get this going.
Well, if you don't know, everybody knows this is my new coffee press, which is insulated. So, you can actually hold it, and it keeps the coffee warm. Pre-warm the cup so that, you're not getting a cold cup. So let's give it a shot because...
What's the concoction this morning?
Yeah, well, this is your typical major brand that begins with a D and ends with a D.
Oh.
But it's dark.
Why would you do that?
Dark roast Dunkin' Donuts, the last one. It was So what I do with my
I'm anti Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh no! You know what?
I am.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to give it. I don't like to trash anybody. They charged me 75 cents. I think it was 50 or 75 cents for almond milk in my tea the other day. No more. Well, anyway, Dunkin' Donuts.
This is the last time we have Dunkin' Donuts on First Off the Tee.
We're going to go with the Bustelo. Okay, cheers, man.
Oh, it tastes like hot water.
Come on, it's good.
All right, let's get into it. Dunkin' Donuts on First Off the Tee. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's get right into it.
Yes.
The Masters recap. We missed a couple episodes, so let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
The Masters. What a treat it was to have the Masters in the middle of November.
Without a doubt.
DJ was locked in. I mean, once he started going, it was like you just knew nobody was going to catch him.
Yeah.
And he came out on Sunday, like. To me, he did like a Koepka, how we imagine Koepka. Like he just pushes forward, and I mean, he never gave anybody a chance to even catch up. It was just like, all right, DJ, go ahead, just keep going because you're gonna win.
When they're on their game, like Brooks or even any of the other guys, and of course just Brooks and DJ, they're just big guys and.
They just look like an alpha out there.
Like we're just and DJ is real. I mean, Brooks is kind of like that too, but DJ's even more. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what happens, what he does. He could quadruple bogey and get up and just hit the next one. And there wouldn't be any sign of anything. So that's awesome.
Very little emotion from DJ, but he did choke up at the interview on the green. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I didn't.
He choked up. He couldn't even get words out, and he had to keep apologizing. But I think the gist of it was, and the reporter who was interviewing him kind of was speaking for him because he couldn't.
Right.
And she said, "Look, I know why you can't speak. You put so much time and energy and effort into the sport and into practicing that it means so much that all your hard work is." Paying off.
Right.
And essentially, that's why he was getting choked up. Just the intensity that he brings.
Wow,
and
interesting.
It was kind of like a release for him.
Yeah.
This is only his second major, so I say only. Right. I mean, 2 majors is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he should have won that one Open that he missed the two putters, 2 putts. But you know what? It's amazing that he doesn't have more majors because. But like you say, he's locked in, and that's interesting to hear that he choked up. Because then that just shows he's so in tune, and he's not letting anything bothering him, negative or positive, because they can both do it for you, right? They can, and then when it was over, he could just release it. Cool. So I didn't get to watch as much of it, but. I'm still screwed up about it. It's still reeling in my head that I can't go out and play golf now. The Masters is happening, and it's 28 degrees outside.
I know.
And I'm hoping my boat, the water didn't freeze in my boat overnight because I didn't winterize it yet.
So I went ahead and looked at the major schedule because it is funky this year. So this 2020-2021 PGA season has 6 majors, including the Players Championship, which is like they call the 5th major. So we'll call it 7 major events. U.S. Open happened in September. We just had the Masters. The Players is coming up in March, so that's right around the corner. Then we're back to regular schedule. Masters in April, PGA Championship in May, the U.S. Open in June, and then the Open Championship, which is the British Open, in July.
Nice.
Now, fun fact that I just learned right now, the 5th major, the Players Championship, is weighted in terms of FedEx Cup points the same as a major championship.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue about that. And they even had, I remember watching something on the golf talking about the majors. Like at one point, the Masters wasn't a major, or one of the ones. They wasn't considered a major, so you didn't have 4 or whatever it might be. So it's really just about the field. And I think the FedEx Cup is replicating that. If you have an awesome field, they're all going to be there. Then hey.
So with that in mind, then you have to give DJ, who won the Tour Championship, the FedEx Cup last year. You can't. It's not a major, but if you follow those lines,
no, it's not a major because people get what do you call it? Not invited to the next one, so it's
right, because of the whole playoff schedule.
Because of the
That's
playoff
right, because actually Schauffele beat him that weekend by true golf.
Right.
But because of the FedEx Cup points and the lead that DJ started with, he ended up winning.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can't really weight it that way because you don't give the opportunity of somebody playing for 4 days to come back and win, but whatever it might be. That's still, the FedEx Cup makes it really interesting.
Yeah,
it's fun. So it's
like
just a little different.
Cup.
Yeah.
A couple more things on the Masters. Bernhard Langer, shout out Pop. He was up there. I was shocked. Shout out Andrew Havrisco. He's the one that texted me. He was, hey, check out Bernhard. I'm like, what are you talking about? I looked at the leaderboard. I was like, holy smokes. Andrew goes, oh, the old man had the hot take. So
he was like -3 the first day, right? So he was on top of the leader, top. He was
up there.
On the leaderboard,
made the cut, and he played well.
He's awesome.
I thought that was hysterical. Bernhard is just another quirk of the show. And look, I know we don't like to bash people, but he's your arch nemesis, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I have up on the board there, Tiger Woods 10.
Yeah.
And you said you don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Did he come in 10th place? Because he didn't. Because let me just... My guy who came in 10th, Corey Connors, wanted to shout out because I always kind of pick him. He's my sleeper. And the last couple of tournaments, 10th at the Masters. I'm thinking I'm liking him, and I'm actually liking him for this upcoming event. But go ahead.
Tiger Woods did not come in 10th. He did, however, score a 10 on a par 3.
Yes.
I don't know if you caught it.
And only because you mentioned it, I heard in the background something about Tiger Woods laughing about a triple bogey or whatever it was. I forget what it was. So he had 10.
10 on a par 3.
Wow. What, he must have went in the water twice or
something. 3
something.
times.
Oh, my God. Oh,
so
man.
he went short of the green, rolled into the water.
Right.
Drop. Short of the green, rolled back into the water, back to the drop again. Then he launched over the green into the bunker. Then he bumped it or chunked it out of the sand into the water. Then he went back, and then he 2 or 3 putted from there. It was a mess.
All right, so look, nothing about Tiger, but that makes us all feel good.
It happened.
Jordan did it when he lost the Masters the other time.
That was brutal because he actually lost the Masters because of that.
Right. But man, it happens, and
hey, if you're playing the scoring system, the Richie Ford scoring system, you just pick up and
go to the next one.
the old Stable Ford.
Yeah, which they do have 1 or 2 tournaments, right? With that Stable Ford thing. Yeah. Not too bad.
And last thing for the Masters that I need to talk about is I like my steak medium rare.
Well, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the fans know that we do fantasy golf for all the majors.
Oh, we did fantasy golf. Do we know what the final score was?
Yeah, it was like 45, minus 45 to like minus 19 or something.
Oh my God.
It was a blowout. We pick our golfers, draft style Wednesday night before the tournament starts, and I declared that I won my stake Wednesday evening. I knew that the tournament was over. Just by the picks, it was a given, and that's exactly how it played out.
Man. So, because I pick with my heart.
Yeah,
I had Bubba in there. I had whatever. They did okay, but I had JT.
DeChambeau. Yeah, JT was your only good pick.
Yeah,
and he was your second pick.
Yeah,
he was like DeChambeau first.
DeChambeau didn't come through. I thought maybe he was going to rock it, but
yeah, he was catching a lot of heat because he was coming in. He was coming into the Masters hot. He
won the Open, right?
He was talking a lot of smack, and I think some of the other golfers are starting to not like his attitude because it started with, hey, what's that guy DeChambeau doing? He's doing something different. He's a little bit peculiar. He's doing he's bringing this scientific approach to the game, and now like he bulked up and okay, you're trying something different, sure, but now it almost seems like his attitude has turned into, instead of, oh, look, I'm just going to try and do something my way, now it's like this cocky attitude that some of the other golfers are taking offense to. And they're like,
really?
Like, what is this guy up to?
Yeah.
So I hope he doesn't keep doing that because I like DeChambeau.
Yeah.
I like that he brings a different look to the game and he's trying things different. And obviously it is working, with being the U.S. Open champion this year.
Yeah.
But I would hate to see him just become this like cocky figure that is hated, like a Patrick Reed.
Right.
Like, I don't want him to be Patrick Reed. I want him.
Well, that's because you don't like Patrick Reed.
Well, no, nobody likes Patrick Reed. He cheats. He's a cheater. He's a known cheater.
Well, yeah.
And now
look,
he cheater. He got caught cheating a couple times, and he got penalized for it. So. It's not like at least that we know of, he's getting away with it. But
yeah.
Look, he's a known cheater on the show.
Funny. That's funny. Because I'm not really a big Reed.
I just want DeChambeau to clean up his act. I want him to stick with his different angle to approaching the game without being cocky about it. And
But is he being cocky?
Arnold Palmer would never, if Arnold Palmer was in his ear, he would never let him build his brand to be.
Yeah, but is it him saying all this, or is it the press and the other golfers giving him negative? I mean,
it's the other golfers commenting, and then his public response back to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's to the point where the rest of the field is commenting about his attitude. It's like
right. Yeah,
it's getting to that point.
Right, his attitude's going to change. Yeah, I agree. I mean, but
we'll see. I like him even though Koepka's my favorite player, and Koepka and DeChambeau they butt heads to the mat.
Yeah. That's
hysterical.
A good. Hey, Koepka played pretty good. He was right up there.
He did play well. I was happy
for not being. It wasn't like, oh man, he's just out of the picture. He was up there.
He was competitive. I mean, he just didn't have a stellar round like DJ had two of them. He just had consistent routes. See this Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, medium rare steak.
Arthur's.
How about
No, Arthur's.
Do I cook it, or do you want to go there?
Arthur's before they close down again.
Well, you better hurry
up.
That's
what we got to do.
COVID's coming.
COVID's coming. Winter is coming. It's getting freaking cold outside. I hung up my clubs for the winter. I don't see myself getting back out there. But you did send me a text a couple days ago. Said, hey, I found this thing about the PGA Superstore. What do you know about it?
So they opened up a PGA Superstore by us. I don't know if anybody's been to a PGA store or PGA Superstore. The first time I went to a PGA store was at the airport. I walked in there and I'm like, you go to these airport shops, everything's like $1 million.
Yeah.
I go in there and these things are very reasonably priced, beautiful golf equipment. Of course they have name brand, but they also have PGA brand. PGA brand clothing is to me the best.
Me too.
It's $25-$30 a shirt, on sale. It's cheap. Now you go to the name brand, they're $60, $80, $90. I'm like, that's what I'm going to shop.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. I bought for this year that white shirt that I wear and those gray golf shorts. I bought both of them at the store. They were like $30 a pop. PGA brand,
yes.
It is to me, when I'm looking at like Adidas and PGA, it's the same quality.
Yeah.
It's the same look.
Yeah,
it just doesn't have Adidas. And I'm actually surprised because the PGA is a brand. Like, I'm calling the PGA a no-name brand,
right.
Which is kind of weird to say.
Exactly. It's just not this big marketing, you don't see it that much. But anyway, within this PGA Superstore, awesome. This is like the golf paradise. So they've got, maybe 10 booths where they do all their practicing and
simulators,
club fitting and all of that, all the professionals doing their thing. But then in the back, there's another 10 booths that are just like a driving range with simulator that's going to give you all your feedback. And you can, at this point in time, it's $125, $130 for a year membership. And I don't know how many times you can go. It's unlimited. But I don't know if you can go every day, every other. But there's you log in and you say, I want to be there. It's 30 minutes at a shot. Right. So, of course, when it's really crowded, it's going to be hard to get. So you might have to go off times. So I text that to you. And I think I might do it. I think maybe it will be a gift to you. And then we can share it back and forth if we want.
Yeah.
But you did make a good point. So... and what the guy was telling me is, so when you're there, I think you can capture your data. So if you want to take that data and bring it to your coach, if you're into that and you really want to know what's going on, you can analyze your shots and get some feedback. So it might be worth it.
I think that's awesome. When we first started the show, I was like, we need to get a simulator.
Yeah.
We need it, even if it was a cheap one, like the Omni Shot or the Opti Shot, I think it's called, or the SkyTrack. They have affordable, like less than $3,000, even some of them less than $1,000 simulators, so you can get that data at your home. But I was like, the Foresight Sport one, like that simulator is so kick-ass, but it's like $40,000 for the whole setup. So it's like, it's so unattainable for the homeowner. But then you said for $120 or whatever it is for the year, and you get to capture all that data, like that's what you're looking for, because now you can, I mean, who cares, 30 minutes? Think about it. If you had a simulator at your house, are you going to be there for 4 hours at a time?
Right.
You do it for a little bit. You do 30 minutes at a time, and you go even if you go a couple times a week, and you compile all that data. I think it's a fantastic.
What is that?
That's it. Podcast over.
No way. But anyway, we do have the other little simulator.
That's a launch monitor.
A launch
monitor.
A little bit different. Worked out well for what we needed. I love
the launch monitor. The Garmin Approach G80. This guy right here.
G80. Yeah.
This thing is fantastic. Not only is it a golf GPS, but the launch monitor aspect of it was awesome. Because when you're hitting it in the net on the back deck, at least you get your distance. You get your distance, your ball speed, club head speed. It's not as great as a simulator. You don't get to see if you hit it straight, if you hit it thin.
Right.
But for the most part, you can tell if you hit the ball well, and if your distance matches what that club should get you, then you know you hit it right.
Then you know you hit it pretty good. Yeah.
I love it because it makes you not have to go to the driving range.
Yeah.
But in the winter, you can't be outside using this thing. Now you have a simulator.
Exactly.
It's like a home run.
So I think we're going to go for that.
Cool.
I
like it.
Man. Cheers.
All right.
Enjoy the day.
Last quirk of the show. I don't know if everyone knows. The show is only 18 minutes long as a play on there being 18 holes in golf. So that's it. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you a week from now, next Thursday. We didn't even talk about the PGA coming up because there is nobody besides Corey Connors playing, I guess.
Oh, come on. The big guys are taking a little rest. Give everybody else a chance.
Yeah, they're going to Florida to relax. Cheers, everybody.